Hey, we should do a podcast.
Yeah, but I'm busy bleaching things right now
Why?
because we got to clean.
Well, but you're allergic to bleach.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just go watch Bleach instead.
We can do that.
Okay.
This is what happens when we don't plan.
What is happening here? Celeste, something's happening on the planet Geekery right this second.
Glix, priority alpha command. Open comms now.
Loading the culture language patches. Loading spiritual applications. Loading grace and hope directives. Comms opening in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Devoted Geeks. Welcome to Comm Talk, podcast section of Geek Devotions. This is the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to let you know you're loved. And for episode 216, I'm joined by my beautiful redheaded bride,
Celeste, who now has her voice back, and we're so glad.
I am so glad. I've missed your voice.
So honestly, that has been the biggest hindrance in us doing another podcast because I could barely talk. You had to take over a stream for me because I barely got through Bible study.
Right. So, but we're back at it right now, ladies and gentlemen. And today, we're going to talk about Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War. We're going to give you guys kind of our spoiler-free thoughts on it first, and then on the second half, spoil-filled thoughts. Are you excited about this?
Yes. Maybe.
Why maybe?
Well, I'm trying to think of spoiler-free thoughts, and all I can think of is, ah!
I get that. But let's jump into. If you're not familiar with Bleach, by the way, this is a anime that's been around for gosh, how long? Let me look up. See,
It's one of the original big three.
yes, it is. You're absolutely right. Bleach came out originally. When did Bleach originally? I got to type in correctly because it's just giving the new stuff.
No, we don't want to.
Bleach originally came out, as far as the anime, in October of 2004.
Don't you mean 2004? 2004 doesn't sound right.
It's still the correct thing.
I know, but it doesn't sound right because we didn't start saying 20 until we hit 2010.
I know. Anyways, so but yeah, 2004. That's when it originally came out. As of March 27th, 2012, it had released 366 episodes.
Some of that was filler.
Yes, and then it's a really fascinating show. We enjoy it quite a bit, but basically, gosh, how do you say basically in
With Bleach.
right? Let me see if I can find a quick one sentence. In fact, with the power of Gemini, uh, summarize the series Bleach in 2 sentences for people who have no idea what it is.
Glix is going to get mad that you're using Gemini.
I know. Maybe we'll integrate Gemini into Glix later. All right, so the quick 2-sentence rundown of the 366 episode series. But the premise of it is, after accidentally absorbing the powers of a supernatural Grim Reader high school student, Ichigo Kurosaki is forced to defend the living world from a malevolent soul-eating monsters called Hollows. This thrusts him into a complex conflicts of the afterlife, where he and his superpowered friends must battle increasingly dangerous rogue spirits to keep both realms from collapsing.
Did it say Grim Reader or did you misread it?
I misread. Grim Reaper.
Reaper, okay.
Yeah. Now they call them Shinigamis.
Yeah.
In the series. But that's the quick 2-sentence explanation of it.
I forget that they use Shinigami in the series because we've been watching dubbed. And so when I heard it last night at the movie, because there was only a sub option.
Right.
My brain instantly goes, "Oh, where's Ryuk?"
So, well, I don't think they mentioned that that's the name of them for after that for the most part for the first season, anyways.
They really don't.
But we started. When did we watch it? It was a couple years ago.
We started watching it probably about I know we finished it right before Thousand-Year Blood War started.
Mm-hmm.
It took us a while, but we also didn't watch all of the episodes. We skipped most of the filler stuff.
Right.
Once we got through the bounce arc.
That makes sense.
Which it's a good thing we did
Mm-hmm.
watch that, because that had got pulled into canon with Thousand-Year Blood War.
Yeah, which was fascinating. I appreciate they did that. I'm going back to our website to look at our archives. We actually did a review over the first season of Bleach, Thousand-Year Blood War, which is what we're talking about, back when it first came out in 2023.
So it's been quite a while since we watched it, because we had just finished Bleach itself.
Yeah.
When that came out, because we were watching it when they made the announcement.
Right.
We had been watching it. It was one of those that we'd watch here and there. We'd watch a couple episodes. It's kind of like how we're going through Fringe right now.
Right.
We'll watch a few when we have time, but it's not our main series.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a good series. We like it. It's complex.
Definitely.
So I appreciate the power scaling makes sense. Like that's a problem you run into a lot of animes, is power scaling just gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it actually it makes sense the way they did stuff, and they tie things together nicely. As we get into it. But just kind of graphically, so what it is they just released in the theaters the movie Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War Calamity, which is actually like what they've done a lot of recently with these special events of animes. It's just the first 3 episodes of the new season.
Right.
But this is the final season.
Yes.
And so this picks up immediately following season 3 of Thousand-Year Blood War. And a couple things I've noticed, just kind of going back and looking at the original stuff. And you expect this, but the art has upgraded so much in this Thousand-Year Blood War series.
I think that it probably has more funding behind it.
Yeah.
Than the original series did. Because, and we noticed that as we went, the art got better, but the anime was trying to keep up with the manga, which is why we have filler.
Right.
So the story was not complete. I would be intrigued to know if Thousand-Year Blood War arc was finished before or after the anime finished, or if the anime stopped and the manga kept going.
I'll look that up while you talk.
Just because it feels like it has pulled from so much from the anime.
Mm-hmm.
After the movie last night, there was a discussion with an art director, a producer, and the original mangaka of Bleach, and it was fascinating to watch them talk. A lot of people walked out, and I feel like they missed out, but it was interesting because you really saw that the mangaka truly loves this story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be intrigued to know how that happened.
Okay, so the anime originally ended in March of 2012.
Okay.
Thousand-Year Blood War manga ran from February 2012 to August 2016.
Oh, wow.
And it was put into weekly issues of Shonen Jump. So small sections.
Okay. So that explains to me why the hype around... So when this ends, that will be the first time since it ended in 2016 that we haven't had new Bleach content.
Yeah, basically.
Because
it's done.
Yeah, so we had from 2016 to 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of sad.
Right? Like, it's been, like, I remember watching this on TV when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
It was like like a Toonami type of situation. Which again, that was the era of the big three. So it's been around forever, and I think that they've done a great job. Again, getting back to what we're talking about today, Thousand-Year Blood War. They did a great job of pulling things in, even from the fillers to add to it. The art is gorgeous. Like,
it's stunning. They, in the discussion with the art director and the producer and the mangaka, they were talking about how they wanted to include more of his style, because I get the feeling that the original anime, while it was his characters and his drawing, he didn't have as much influence, probably because it's just not how things were done. Honestly, it's still not how things are done. But they were including some of the line work, the hatching, the stylistic things that make up his
like there were whole scenes in the movie that we watched that basically they just recreated whole panels verbatim, updated with some colors and stuff like that, obviously. But it was like you were saying, like he was super involved. They were talking about in the thing also that so involved that they needed to do a redesign of a character because they wanted to do some stuff. And he's like, I got this. And he just redesigned the character for them.
Yeah.
Like they were spitballing, they were asking him for ideas. And he's like, oh, hey, I got this. And he just draws up this really great design for a character.
I think that he said he had already drawn it.
No, he hadn't.
Oh,
this was the conversation.
That was something else that he had already.
So he was in conversations with them, and he's like, he was trying to give him direction. He's like, you know what? This is easier for me to draw it. So he drew it.
It sounds a lot like, while I think he is also the writer of the story, that he communicates better with art.
Yeah, well, maybe that makes sense.
So it makes me want to go and get the manga just so that I can see the story in his original. Although at the end of the movie, you had gone to the bathroom, and I was standing there waiting for you, and I almost chewed some people out in the hallway because they started talking. They had finished the manga, so they know how things are going to go down,
right?
And they were talking about it, and I'm sitting here going, I haven't read the manga, and I need you to stop talking. Like, you came out of the bathroom and I was like, let's go. And
I saw that.
Just like walk straight out, and you're like, what's wrong? And I was like, they're talking about the ending, and I don't want to know. I wanted to know. I'd go read it.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. I also want to say the scoring of it was great.
Oh my gosh. The music is phenomenal.
Like, they do a great job of just making it feel like there's this epicness to it, and it's a great experience as a whole. And we've been watching it at home, but then watching it on the big screen, like especially our theater was having some issues, so the sound was a little low, but once it got to basically the second episode, they fixed their sound issues, and it was epic being in the room with some of that stuff.
The music is great. They included some music from the old series, and I say old because it clearly wasn't that big of a time lapse. They just waited for Thousand-Year Blood War to be done before they decided to start it as an anime.
Right.
But they showed honor to the original series through the music. Like, there was stuff that I was like, oh, well, it's now time for this because that's playing.
Right.
Like, even though it was slightly different, slightly updated, it still had the same, okay, this is about to get good.
Right. So, oh man, I'm trying to think of what else we should talk about that's spoiler free. Gosh, I feel like we just need to go into the spoiler stuff, Celeste.
I agree.
You're so bitter at me right now for
I'm not. I just don't have a lot to say.
Right.
It was very pretty. The music was very pretty. I need to talk spoilers.
Okay. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the spoiler section of Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War, Calamity. Rushmore Show is the place for ranking the ultimate top 4 in sports, video games, nostalgia, movies, and so much more. Each week, Andy and Kirk spark engaging discussion and friendly debates, making the Rushmore Show your compass in the realm of pop culture rankings. Find us at youtube.com/The Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
And we're back. Ready to talk about spoilers.
Let's do it.
I am so glad that they did not actually kill off some of my favorite peoples.
I know, good golly. All right, so for those who missed it, like in the first 3 seasons of Thousand-Year Blood War, they're killing everybody.
Everybody.
Like, you're going, these are like beloved characters we've invested time in, and all of a sudden they're just dropping like flies. Like this whole, like, the bad guys in this.
I feel like dropping like fries is actually a better description. They're just dying in the oil.
I know, right? Like the bad guys in this are just absolutely insane the way they're coming in and taking over. Now, for context, for those of you, again, if you aren't aware of what's happening in this series as a whole, the basic storyline is that you have 2 groups who are meant to deal with spiritual stuff. You have the Shinigami and you have the Quincy's, and there's been this war between them for forever. And basically, there's this guy, Yuaba, and he's like the leader of the Quincy's. He's this 1,000-year-old leader who is just evil, and his plan, we discover, is to basically destroy Earth, or the human realm, the spirit realm, and then what is it called?
Hueco
Mundo, which is kind of like this in-between space.
It's where the hollows are.
Yeah. Destroy all 3 of them, and then recreate everything in his own image, basically.
Well, and that kind of falls into the general stance of Quincy's in general, as opposed to the Soul Reapers.
Mm-hmm.
Because my understanding is that the Soul Reapers are like, hey, we're not going to kill the hollows unless they do something, unless they hurt somebody. Mm-hmm. And the Quincy's are like, we're just going to wipe the board and start over. Yeah. And so that's you have a different philosophy of things.
Yeah. So it got wild. But this guy, he has some personal beef with the Soul Reapers.
He has some personal beef with everybody.
Right.
He's serving it up fresh.
And so when they invade the Sirate, which is where the Soul Reapers live, he's just his crew's slaughtering people left and right. We have, again, beloved characters who are just dropping, and like it's traumatizing. Watch this happen, and then you see them try to make comeback, and right when we think that like the tide's turned, it's going to be great, they die.
Yeah,
like this dude pulls out a new power level, or you discover that this was always his plan, and that he planted seeds 5 episodes beforehand for something. It's coming to life now. We're like, what is happening here?
He's Kisuke level planning.
Oh yeah,
like, and it's insane to me just how powerful he is. But if you think about it, he was imprisoned for 1,000 years.
Yeah, time to think.
He had plenty of time to think.
Right. This particular season opens up, and they do a really cool thing. They do this like little flyby over all 4 battlefields are taking place.
Right.
And you kind of get a glimpse of everything. Does a great job of reminding you about some stuff. And you have Ichigo and Ohara and Chad and what's that girl's name? Oh, I can't remember her name.
All I can remember is Inoue.
Yeah. But
Orihime,
thank you. But they're fighting against basically the number 2 Quincy guy. And
who could be a JoJo?
He could be a JoJo. No, not them.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
The guy with the long hair.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so Chad and Orihime and Ichigo, they run off to go fight the actual Yhwach, whatever his name was.
It's Yhwach.
Yhwach?
Yubaba.
Yubaba?
It's like Yubaba, which is how I'm remembering it. It's Yubaba.
Yubaba. Anyway, so they go to fight him, and leaving our beloved Quincy. My brain has just stopped working just now. What's his name?
Oh God, I had it in my head.
I just said his name.
No,
Urahara.
No.
No.
Urahara's not a Quincy. It's
Uryu.
Uryu. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. So they leave him to fight this other guy, and this dude who he's fighting, he has the powers of Yhwach, whatever his name is. Yuba. While the dude's asleep. So they're like, hey, go fight him because he's asleep. You can take him out while he's sleeping. Well, while they're away, home dude wakes up, and the other guy doesn't have the powers, but he can borrow the powers. And the powers are to see the future.
Yep.
So they got that fight on.
He's not as good at it as Yuba is, but he also, I don't think, is as strong-willed as Yuba.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of why he's not as good. He is not as sure in his treachery, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's so many story threads to this.
Right.
So many characters and so many things to keep up with.
Like, it's just, there's so much happening. Again, the series has been around for so long, but I'm trying to pull up a thing that allows me to see the characters' faces a little better.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to talk a little bit because the kid who has the ice dragon powers, I thought that they were really good in using him to imply some humor into a situation. And it was funny to me that it was him and Byakuya who were doing that, because Byakuya is not the humorous character. He is not the funny guy. He's not the one who snaps back and says things.
Right.
Like, so having it was such a serious moment, and they were so serious, but it was so funny.
It was hysterical.
Like, he's like, are you implying that there is a height difference? and he says, that's not what I said. I would never say that. And you can see him trying not to smirk.
Right.
This man who doesn't smile is trying to not smirk. It was so funny.
Right. I can't pull what I'm looking for. But basically, it goes across everybody. You have that fight taking place where they're fighting the giant Valkyrie.
He's Thor.
Yeah, basically he's Thor. But like every time he gets hurt, he gets bigger. And so you have the crew trying to fight that guy. Which
I feel like, okay, so briefly, that's going to play into later in the season, because somebody said you have to think what happens if he falls. He will take out the whole Serete.
Right.
And I'm like, that's going to come into play.
Yeah, because for context, they're fighting in basically what's a floating island.
Yeah.
High above everything. So this guy's huge. They're fighting him. And so there's that conflict taking place. You have the conflict with a guy who you think looks like a JoJo, who is... his powers are interesting in that basically the more damage he takes from certain things, he absorbs it and he becomes immune to it.
He can make himself immune to it. I think there might be limitations on it, though, that he can't make himself immune to everything.
No, he could.
Oh.
And he was. But it was the process of making it happen.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so Kisuke is having to fight him. And that was a wild fight. You see Kisuke's Zanpakuto engage completely. His Bankai.
Oh my gosh. His Bankai happened and I almost jumped out of the seat because we've never seen Kisuke's Bankai.
Yeah.
He does not pull it out unless he has to.
Exactly. And so it was every fight scene was great. Every storyline that's going on is really fascinating. And I think overall it was a good experience.
Oh yeah.
Now, again, this was only 3 episodes, really.
Yeah.
But it ends with you got Ichigo, and he's just going after. I mean, he is fighting and fighting and fighting, and you're like, they're like, can you stop? Like,
yeah,
you're not doing any good. And
Orihime is like, you need to calm down, dude.
Right. And then when she tries to stop him, and he looks at her, and she realizes he's got a plan.
Yeah.
And that plan was basically to release his hollow form.
I don't think that Yhwach would have, he might have planned for that, but I think that he probably knew that Ichigo had some hesitance about it, because that's what basically the whole last season was about. At least in my memory. I could be
not
wrong.
The last season, but the last season of the original series.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Not.
Yeah.
Because it was about him accepting this. Although it does kind of feel like, how many things can you throw into this one child?
Because he's a Quincy, he's a Soul Reaper, and he's a Hollow.
And he's a human. Well, maybe not. They said he was, but honestly, because of...
Well, Quincy's are human.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So it's just one of those things of, he's this huge melting pot and has this power base that
is
insane. But it also is so diverse because he can pull Quincy powers. He's just now learning how to pull Quincy powers, because that was something we learned at the beginning of Blood War.
Right. Well, his Zanpakutos, he has 2 Zanpakutos now. And basically, if I understood correctly, one is kind of Quincy powered based, the other one is Soul Reaper based.
And then you have the hollow popping out with the horns and everything. I'm sitting here going, this is going to get interesting.
Right.
Although that's not, I mean, I am intrigued to see where that fight goes. I feel like I know it's going to, like, I don't know how, but I feel like Ichigo's going to win. Just because that's how this type of storytelling goes. I don't know. I haven't read it.
Right.
But I do think that something's going to end up being sacrificed.
Yeah.
But the fight I want to see is what Yoruichi does to Urahara once she transforms back from the feral cat form.
Oh my gosh, Yoruichi. That was the wildest moment.
When I flip this page, you will transform. And he flips, and she's like, I'm going to kill you.
Oh my gosh. So much fun.
So I will say, I know that a lot of that scene was fan service. The way that the outfit was and the angles she was in are very fan servicey. But Urahara said something about it's the lightning, because it's a lightning form. The lightning only covers her most important parts. And I'm like, she uses all of herself as a weapon.
Yep.
So it was kind of interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. Like, it was really interesting. I'm excited to see how this ends. I
did appreciate that right as things were happening, not the after credit. Was it the after credits scene? Was there briefly an after credits scene?
No.
Oh. There was a point where everything had hit the fans, and we were realizing that this was going to be near the end. And I went, where are the dads? Because they're just running around here somewhere.
That was at the end of the last episode.
Yes.
From last season.
No.
Yes.
It was last night.
No. It ended with his hollow.
That's right. I'm confusing things. I apologize.
But it is like, where are they at? What are they doing?
What are they doing?
No, you know what it was? They
was it the end of the second episode?
No, they played like a little montage of stuff for the upcoming of the season.
Oh, that's right. And it was in that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of as the after credit scene.
So, but anyways, I am kind of regretting the fact that years ago, Second Charles had the entire series plus this in a box set.
Of books or the movie?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
That would have been worth it. But at the same time, box sets like that are so expensive.
Well, I mean, it's expensive to get the whole series anyways.
That's true, but it feels less expensive if I'm doing it a little along.
Except for it's not.
It's not. It's actually cheaper to pay more up front and you end up paying less overall. But it doesn't feel like that to my paycheck.
All right. Any final thoughts on this series?
I'm actually really hyped because I feel like we're probably, at least these first 3, going to get them in dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
And I comprehend better when it's in dub.
That's fair.
Especially considering that when we watch dubbed anime, we still have the subtitles on, and the subtitles are the same ones they would do for
Japanese.
the Japanese.
Yeah.
So you can see the differences.
Right.
So it kind of enhances the storytelling.
Definitely.
But I was telling somebody, I'm excited to go back and watch the next 3 episodes and nitpick. Like, find all of the little things that we didn't see yesterday because we were so busy taking it all in.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Because there's going to be things. I know there is.
Yeah. So, cool beans. All right. Well, I think that's all we have for you guys today. Quick announcements. Celeste and I are going to be at Geek'd Con.
Woohoo!
Coming up in August. We're super excited about that. Hopefully I'll have a book by then published and be at the booth for you guys. We're working on that process.
We'll see.
What else is happening?
Maybe we'll have pre-orders.
Maybe. So, I don't know if any other things we can put out. We do want to say thank you guys for your continual support of us, what we do here.
We'll be starting season 11 around the same time that we're at Geek'd Con.
Yep. It'll be officially our 10th anniversary.
Yep.
Season 11. It's kind of a weird way of saying it.
Well, because it'll be 10 years of doing it.
Right.
But starting the 11th season.
Which is crazy to think about.
It is.
So, I mean, it's 10 years. Wow. We'll have to do a podcast about that later.
Yeah, we'll break that down closer to time.
All right, Celeste, you want to land the plane?
Sure. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Comm Talk today. If you have loved this episode, head on over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify to rate and leave a review. It is very much appreciated. So until next time, stay devoted.
Peace and love.